Sometimes I love going on my dad's Instagram. He doesn't really know how to control Instagram.
Yeah, his thumbs are so big, sometimes he hits the wrong things.
Yeah.
No, you know like Shrek's hands? The same.
Flies. You can't talk
Can
to
you
it.
stutter one more time? What's
don't know.
Sophia, she sells seashells by the seashore.
Seashells.
No,
she sells seashells by the seashore.
There you go.
Thank you. Dad would be really disappointed in me right now. I hope he doesn't watch this episode.
What the is going on? I like to party.
Jesus, honey, wax much?
This is Unwaxed
Get in, loser, we're going shopping.
with Sophia and Sistine Stallone.
Did we just become best friends? Yep.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of the Unwaxed podcast with your favorite sisters, Sophia
and Sistine. Sophia and I were talking the other day. Actually, she texted me and she goes, Sistine, I'm watching our old episodes right now and I'm laughing. And yes, that may sound a little narcissistic, laughing at ourselves. But you know what? We were proud of the content.
Hilarious. No, I'm telling you, when we were Bambi-eyed, wide-eyed, really excited to start a podcast, we were super, super enthusiastic at every single segment. We put our heart and soul. Not that we don't do it anymore, but I feel like we really, really brought it, and it was so goofy.
Maybe it was because we felt like at that time no one was listening, so we could just say stupid shit and no one would care. And now I think we're a little bit more, let's just refine what we're saying and make our transitions more seamless. But we thought, you know what? Let's bring back all of our OG segments. So if you guys are a true listener, we're going to open this episode with our Wax and Wane of the week.
And then we're going to follow up with bedtime stories and maybe an unsolicited advice.
Yeah, baby.
Yeah, so we're going to get into our Wax and Wane. Now, Wax and Wane is our highs and lows, if you all don't know. Do you want to start off?
I will start off. So Sophia and I just got back from Oklahoma, right? And we'll get into that in a second.
You guys are probably wondering why the hell we would be in Oklahoma, us too.
That's a story in itself. My wax of the week was I got back on a horse.
Yeah, she's been dying to get back on a horse.
I got back, stirred that bitch and I rode it. And it was amazing. I honestly forgot how much I enjoyed it, and I was a little bit nervous because I was working with this new trainer, and she's a pro. She was really serious about what she does. And also, I went to train during one of these huge competitions. So everyone around me in the arena is like really professional level runners. And here I am, haven't ridden a horse in a while. All right, let's see if I remember. I thought it was going to be like riding a bike. It was. Let me tell you.
Cocky.
I'm not going to lie. Smashed it.
She killed it. She killed it. I believe her. I mean, Mom and Dad were there, so they said that you did really well. We used to ride a lot when we were younger, and it was something that my dad used to do, my mom used to do, so kind of naturally we got into it.
Yeah.
I never performed because I had performance anxiety.
Yeah, you quit quite soon, I'm not going to lie.
I did. I'm not bad, but you were the one that really pursued it and tried hard.
I just felt so badass. There's something about being in cowboy attire, riding a horse. They were like, I am unstoppable right now.
No, we went to a literal cowboy shop, and the things that Sistine bought, our boy Juan, he was giving us so many compliments in that store.
Gave me the drippiest drip ever.
For Western Raiders.
I looked so
She looked kind of
country.
She has like little roses on. She has
I was like Yellowstone, hit me up.
Yeah,
it was
put me in the show.
Oh yeah, I brought an embroidered rhinestone shirt.
You got to, though.
What am I going to wear? On a horse, I guess.
That's it.
Another wax, just to throw in there, another wax. Cake Boss, my buddy. My buddy. He follows us on Instagram.
I saw it. Can I just say, this shows how often I am on Instagram. I saw the immediate second he followed, because I saw that blue check mark. I go, there's no way.
I've been a fan of the show since I was 15. I think I've watched every episode, every season.
Say it.
My name's Buddy. I'm the boss. And then he goes, these are my crew. Mia Familia. I'm just so excited. Like, why does he follow us? Why?
I don't know. It was like immediately he followed all three of us.
Oh my God.
I don't know if he follows Dad or not. I think he does. But I saw it and I called Sistine. I was like, Sistine, get ready to have your world rocked.
No, I remember when I was 16, for my 16th birthday, I called his shop in New Jersey.
And this
I was like,
peak when he was starting and like popular.
He was prime. I called his shop in Jersey and I was like, listen, I need to talk to your sister, Mary. And so Mary gets on the phone. She's like, hello. And I'm like, Mary, I need a cake. She goes, what kind of cake do you want? And I said, I need it to be a bust of my head, because they do weird shit like that. And they didn't ship to LA at the time.
But no, so you got on the phone with Buddy.
I did. I don't know how I finessed
She
my way.
finessed her way from the storefront to the sister to Buddy themselves. So, Buddy, if you're listening, we really appreciate the follow. That was probably one of our highlights of the year.
It was my wax. So here's my Wane of the week.
Want Wane.
If you guys don't know, I'm very superstitious. And something that is real is apparently when you have a cowboy hat, you cannot put it on your bed.
Really?
It is severe bad luck. Like, ask any cowboy. It's written in honestly every country show. They're like, don't put it on the bed. Cursed, right?
Mm-hmm.
I accidentally put my cowboy hat on my bed the night before. The next morning, what did I do? Slipped in dog shit. First
she
thing,
did.
Like, didn't like walk in it, like slipped, ass hit the ground. I'm cursed.
She yells at me for not picking it up.
And get this. So I'm walking, I slip in it. I was like, God damn it. I clean it up, turn the corner, step in another pile. I was like, this is...
Yeah. When you have 5 people and 3 cavapoos in like one small
No,
apartment.
I'm cursed.
Yeah, you are cursed. Oh, I mean, you've been having a lot of good luck lately, but like that was the curse of the morning.
Yeah, so what are your waxes and wanes?
All right, my wax is I almost am hitting 20K on my book club. So if you guys want to follow it, I was really excited. Thank you. It made me really thank you.
20,000 people liked your book recommendations.
I know. Who knew? I'm like trying really hard to take more personal photos of like actually me reading the book that I'm reading that month.
I think it's more like you just look sexy. Like it's a hot girl sitting in her pajamas, like reading a book.
A hot
and
girl
you're
with
like
a book.
angled really
I just call
hot.
myself a hot girl. I hate that. But I'm really happy. I mean, I just didn't ever think that I could even hit close to even 15. Like I just thought that it would be like 10,000, like some friends and like kind of just people.
But it's cool to see something that you started on your own and it's grown.
Yeah, and it's been a year, so I'm pretty proud of myself. And with my wane is I was walking on the beach and I kicked a rock and my toenail slipped and sliced in half. Yep. So I have half a toenail.
I'm sorry?
Yeah, I have half a toenail right now. It really hurt. I didn't say anything. I was in severe pain.
I hope WikiFeed is listening
They're
right now.
definitely
They're going to lower your rating.
They're going to find my foot pic of my current toe. I'm telling you, I understand now toenail torture. You know how people used to like rip off fingernails and toenails to torture
that
people?
used to be a form of torture. They would put bamboo seeds in your fingernail buds, and then bamboo grows like at rapid pace. So then
It'd be a slow torture.
it would like split all of your nails off.
Yeah. So I get it.
Why do I know that?
Because I think Dad told us that.
Dad
told
me
us all the weird torture ways.
Oh my God,
people used to do back in
he's
the day.
very into like Viking torture methods.
Yeah.
What's it called? The eagle, when they like pull all of the organs and then they make it look like wings on the outside.
Oh,
But you're still alive.
Yes. And then the horse pulling you in like 4 directions or like slowly ripping you. Yeah. But I understand toenail torture. I wouldn't want that to happen to me. I got out a little bit, and I was with a couple people, and I didn't want to be that annoying person like crying, and so I just kind of sat there in silent pain.
Well, do us
for like
all a
hours.
favor. I think do the general public a favor and please wear closed-toed shoes.
Yeah. Well,
Please.
I was on the beach, so I mean, I'm assuming I wouldn't
Does
wear.
that make it better?
Yeah. I mean, why would you wear shoes on sand? That's kind of weird. Honestly, that's a red flag. Why are you wearing sneakers on the beach? That's
do
weird.
that.
Take off your shoes. Feel the sand on your feet. Just like a fun fact.
That's one of those like girly quotes. Take off your shoes, feel the sand.
Live, laugh, love. Feel the sand on your feet.
Should we talk about
waves on the shore.
Oklahoma?
Yes, let's get into Oklahoma. So we went to Oklahoma because our dad is shooting there with Paramount doing this thing called Tulsa King, which
Scarlett's
is super cool.
shooting as well.
And Scarlett's on the set too, and she's playing this barista, and she's cute, and she's very much perfect for the role.
Yeah, Scarlett loves it. She's got like a little tattoo and nose ring.
Yeah. Honestly, I'm a little scared that she'll follow through with the exact aesthetic of her character. But of course, we go when it's this severe heat wave we have going on. So it was not only just deserted, basically. There was maybe like 2 restaurants in our 10-mile radius. It was 111 degrees every day.
There was a high of 118. I didn't actually know human flesh could stand that heat.
No, our dogs' paws were burnt. We had to carry our dogs over the asphalt because we didn't want them to be.
No, it honestly felt like someone was holding a blow dryer 2 inches from your face when you stepped outside.
Yeah, it was horrible. Like, I remember the first day I landed, my mom and sister were like, do not shower the whole day. Like, you are going to be going outside and inside, and you will be immediately drenched.
So sweaty.
It was humid too, by the way.
So what did you think of the food there? I tried to warn you. I've been to Oklahoma City before.
Well, this is the thing.
This girl's she's a healthy girly.
So are you. We're all healthy people in our family. But the thing is that the food, if I was going for I don't really care mode, I think it would have been better. But I mean, I care about my health and I'm just still trying to stay in shape. No options. Maybe one beet salad and that's it. And I eat beet salads for the last 4 days.
Everything is battered, deep fried.
Which sounds great,
fat,
by
French
the way.
fries.
It's not a problem.
The grease is fantastic. You do want to suey right after you eat it because it is just...
Well, this is the thing, is that you have this severely greased up, calorie-filled meal, but you can't walk.
Yeah, it's not like you can exercise.
There's no gym in the building, first of all. And then you can't walk outside because you'll melt. And so what are you going to do?
Well, you did go to a museum one day.
I did go to a museum. That was really cool.
I think that was the hack, finding areas that you could visit that were air conditioned.
And that was a huge museum. It was this like cowboy museum, and they showed every type of saddle, every type of rein, every type of
We're really country
cowboy.
these days, huh?
Yeah, but it was actually so cool. There was art. There was a life-size arena of like how a rodeo would go, so people could see how big a whatever, if it was a bull or a horse or whatever it is, how big it is and how crazy that like whole energy would be. And so it was just my dad and I. So I had a great time. My dad almost bought, he bought more belt buckles. I don't know why. He doesn't wear belt buckles. But he almost bought a huge like sombrero hat, which I thought was pretty genius because I'm like, it's hot, makes sense. I liked that, but.
I noticed that they had a banjo museum there, just a museum full of banjos. See, this place is wild. If you guys want to experience something just different, go to Oklahoma
But I'll tell
City.
you this, everyone is so nice there.
That's so true.
Everyone is so nice there.
It honestly made me sad coming back to LA.
Same.
Because everyone's an asshole here.
Yes, truly. By the way, first of all, no traffic. 3 o'clock, it was like one car on the street. It was so nice. On Saturday, that was like the high time for people to go out. There was maybe, I saw a total of 10 people.
You actually won't see more than one car at a stoplight.
No.
It was
insane. But the people were so nice, and everyone just didn't worry. You know, I feel like here I'm always in a rush or a worry, or I'm like thinking about something else or someone else or where to be. But like there, it's just so chill.
Well, it's also interesting because when you go out to dinner in LA, like, not saying you have to, dress up or put on makeup, but, you
have to look good.
I do. So, but I feel like I have to sometimes because if I look bummed, then of course I run into someone I know and I'm like, oh my God. But in Oklahoma, you could literally look like a wet rat.
Yeah.
And so does everyone else. And it's amazing because no one gives a shit. No one gives a shit.
You can't call people a wet rat.
I call myself a wet rat.
You can't call everyone else a wet rat.
A wet rat? Anyway.
No, by the way, I just want to preface, Sistine doesn't think everyone looks like a wet rat. She's just saying everyone's sweaty.
Sophia, if there's like a wet rat community that comes after me, then like I will be shocked. There's no way we have to justify that comment right now. Being like, sorry if I offended anyone in Oklahoma. Like, what do you mean? Is this my public apology? I'm sorry. What? Anyway, we love Oklahoma. Actually, I do have to say, the women there, so nice. There were some OKC girlies that came up to me and were like, listen, I love your Girls Gotta Eat episode. And I was like,
that's our like most sexual episode.
And I told them that. I was like, you listen to the pod?
I was literally all about vibrators for like 40 minutes.
They'd get off. Oklahoma City girls get it. Let me tell you. I love you guys. I'm coming back. And just to hang out with you guys.
Yeah, honestly, I have to,
Because let me tell you, in LA, no friends. Oklahoma City, tons of friends. Maybe we should move there. I think I'm going to start a new life there. Sophia, Jesus Christ.
Okay.
So,
am I like really red right now? Do I have enough concealer on that it's like hiding?
It's my makeup splotchy.
Oh, God, okay, I'm okay. Okay, that was fun. All right, let's move on. Oh, this is actually really funny. The last thing about OKC, but it's not even about OKC, but I'm sitting on the couch with my mom and my sisters, and I don't know why, but sometimes I love going on my dad's Instagram because he doesn't really know how to control
Yeah, his thumbs are so big, sometimes he hits the wrong things.
But I don't think he realizes that people can see what he's doing sometimes. Like, if he comments on something, if he likes something like that, those always cause, like, controversy.
Sly's been on, like, X game mode on his Instagram.
I know.
He's...
By the way, like, he'll repost the story, like, 12 times, not realizing it's the same video 12 times.
No, Sly's... Yeah, he does that. And he's also, like, that crazy ex-girlfriend when, like, you break up with him. He'll be like, yeah, you're gonna do that? Here's this ugly picture of you. And, he's so petty on Instagram.
No, he's like a 15-year-old girl. But I go on his following because I'm like, why did his follower count, like, just rapidly increase? I'm like, who the hell is he following on Instagram? I never laughed so hard in my life. First off, he's following all these really random, like, golfer, like, people, girls, guys, like, everything that have, like, maybe...
Which is fine,
maybe
normal.
have, like, 3,000 followers. I'm like, why are you following them? And then second off, I saw he followed, like, 2 Brad Pitt fan pages.
He follows Brad Pitt fan accounts.
I was like, what? Why is he following Brad Pitt fan pages?
So Sophia calls him in, she goes, Dad, why are you following?
Oh, no, not only that, he follows, like, Rottweiler puppies and little dogs.
He also follows those, like, really satisfying, like, pimple
videos,
popping, like peeling off the nose
people, like,
pores
doing, like, fixing asphalt, like, perfectly symmetrical. I don't know, it's just...
Or, like, perfectly cleaning a window with all the soot.
He follows, like, 8 travel pages, it's, like, called, like, beautiful destinations.
So Sophia calls him out and she goes, Dad, why are you following a Brad Pitt fan account? What the fuck are you talking about? I'm not following Brad Pitt. Get this shit off my page. And I was like, so you were stalking a Brad Pitt fan account and then you accidentally followed it. You weirdo.
I don't have, like, that many followers, so they're probably thinking about it. They don't follow him back, for one thing, which is so embarrassing. And second of all, imagine being in that fan page, that, like, little girl that loves Brad Pitt, or guy, whatever, and it's like, why is Sylvester Stallone following my fan page?
God,
I lost it. It was so funny.
weird.
He had followed it, but I thought it was so good. I just love, like, his fat fingers. Just can't control those.
Yeah, why does he have such big
thumbs?
fingers?
I don't know.
Like an ogre.
Yeah.
No, you know, like Shrek's hands? The same. The same.
Schleish. Can't talk
Can
today.
you stutter one more time? What's Sophia,
I didn't sleep last night.
She sells seashells by the seashore. I feel like your S's.
Seashells.
I feel like your S's are a little funky.
Seashells.
No,
she
sells
sells seashells by the seashore.
There you go.
Thank you. Dad would be really disappointed in me right now. I hope he doesn't watch this episode.
I think you're tweaking right now because we did something kind of intense yesterday
Yeah.
that I freaking love.
So, y'all know we've had this psychic on twice, right?
Chris Medina.
And some of you guys obviously don't care about, like, what our psychic reading is, but he is so spot on things. And so I was like, Sistine, we haven't seen him in a bit. Let's get a private reading. He's the best. His name is Chris Medina. Please go check him out. If you want an amazing reading, go to him. Like, he is going to get scary accurate with details. And so what he says to me, he says, send me photos of your most recent pic of yourself, and then send me photos of people that you want to know more about. Maybe it's a boyfriend or a girlfriend or your dad or your mom or your friend.
And he basically will tell you what your relationship will look like.
Also predictions of what will happen in the future. Like, he also predicted something about our career that we thought would happen last year. He's like, that's going to fall through. You're not going to trust them. It's going to happen this year.
He's never missed.
Never wrong.
But this reading was scary specific.
Yeah, it was really freaky.
Scary, freaky, voodoo, kooky.
Yeah. When I say I sent photos of, like, people I dated, all this stuff, and he got into the specifics. I don't know how he knew it, because it wasn't like something you can just look up and find out about someone.
Sophia will talk about it more later.
Yeah.
But
it was pretty wild.
It was wild.
He said, I'm going to have a very, very great October. He says I'm going to be very fun and flirty and feel myself so hard. I mean, when am I not? I'm kidding. I'm not right now. But I mean, October is my peak.
What he told me was freaky.
Yeah, that was really freaky. Well, he saw a photo of your boyfriend and said...
He saw a photo of my boyfriend, and this is what I was most nervous about, because every time I've showed him...
Well, me especially.
Like a stupid fluke in the past, and I was like, is it going to work? Knowing it's not. He was like, absolutely not. Like, he's never said yes
and
to
he'll give you
any
exactly
of the guys
the reasons of why it would not work.
Right. So I send in this photo, and I was like, fuck, if he says something bad, I'm going to get in my head, and then I'm going to tell him, and then he's going to freak out. He looks at the photo and goes, babe, what do you want me to say that's bad? I see nothing wrong. And then started listing off all these things, and I was like, oh, great, happy. Then he got into specifics, and he said, this person likes to surprise you with little things. They like to surprise you with small gifts or flowers or saying how they feel. That's sort of a big deal. He's going to tell you something soon, and I know exactly what he's going to tell you, but I just don't want to ruin it for you. I want it to be a surprise for you. And I was like, okay, Chris, whatever. Later that night, I have a very serious, very good relationship talk.
But he
with
brings
my
it up,
boyfriend.
and he initiates
I
it.
never said anything to him because I didn't want to freak this kid out. And what Chris predicted, which I won't tell you guys, but I will soon, what Chris predicted was exactly what my boyfriend said. And then when I told my boyfriend that the psychic predicted that, he didn't believe me. I had to call Sophia to fact check.
Yeah.
It was wild.
It was pretty wild. I mean, the only thing I know is that he told me to stop overthinking.
We all knew that.
I mean, I know that.
A stranger could tell you that.
He's like, you need to like stop overthinking and live your life more freely. I'm like, I've been doing this for 25 years. Tell me how to like get out of that mindset.
She's like, baby girl,
I know
this is what I do.
This is like who I am. But whatever. It was just freaky accurate. He predicted things about her that happened in the past that like you would know when. I mean, I'm the only one that would know.
So I was down in my dumps. That's not right. I was down in the dumps.
I was down in my dump.
I was down in my dumps a few months ago, and I never really talked about it publicly, so no one knew what I was going through or what I was feeling. And he looks at me and goes, Sistine, are you feeling better than you were like 2 months ago? Like, and then he got detailed about that, and I was like, you're a witch.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy. Honestly, I know we're being very ambiguous, not being very specific, very, very vague because they're very personal things. But definitely check him out. We love you, Chris. We're for sure I feel like I'm gonna go to him for everything now, and I don't want to rely on him, but he's always right.
Yeah, he does. Yeah. He doesn't miss. Sophia and I have been freaking out because Love Island UK season 8 is the shit.
It's so good. It's so good.
So good. I got a text.
Fit buds in the villa.
I'm over you today. I need a new host. I need a new co-host.
I don't blame you.
Okay, let me just tell you.
It is drama.
Everyone's hot this season.
I know. Thank
Everyone
God.
has a weird name. Ekin-Su, India, Davide. I mean, I don't understand anyone's name. But let me tell you, they're all hot. The lingo is so great. And it's so weird. Like, can you imagine if you go on a date with someone, the first question that comes out of each girl or guy's mouth is, right, so like, what's your type? And they're like, like tall, dark, and handsome. Like, that's all they ask.
It's all is tall, dark, and handsome.
They're like, good bum, nice teeth.
Like, no, I
good chat.
It's so good, but I actually feel really bad for one of the islanders.
Who?
So
Paige?
No, her name is Coco.
Don't tell me.
No, I didn't tell you anything. I feel really bad. I saw.
Wait, who's Coco? Are we on the same season?
Yes, she's in the other she's one of the new girls in the Casa.
Casa Amor.
She's the dark brunette one. So basically, if you don't watch the show,
wait, don't ruin anything.
I'm not ruining anything. Okay. Shush. The boys and girls get separated, and they bring on like 5 new guys, 5 new girls to test everyone's relationship.
No, you're really explaining it bad. Basically, everyone couples up.
That is literally not bad at all.
No. Everyone couples up, and they've been living in the same house for 10 weeks together. They've been sharing a bed. Everyone's pretty set, and they're like, wow, I love you. I see you dating me on the outside, and it's getting all serious. Then they take all the girls, put them in a new house with 6 new guys, and then put 6 new girls in the original house. Now, it's testing the relationships. They're even hotter than their current relationships, and all the guys are fucking up, and that's what you should go off of now.
Yeah, so then at the end of the week, okay, thank you, Sistine. At the end of the week, you see whether or not your partner from the original house stays with you or changed. But that's not the point. So one of the new girls from the new house with the boys is named Coco, and she, I think she ends up going and staying a little bit longer in the show, I think. But my God, this girl has been getting so much hate online.
Really?
They've never seen in Love Island history this much hate about someone's looks. She's getting rammed about being called like ugly. Like, why did she make it? Why are these guys liking her? Like, incredibly horrible hate about her looks. And she was crying on an interview.
I do have to say that actually has been a repeating thing when it comes to Love Island contestants. For some reason, the trolling with them is
the UK
so
trolls
magnified.
So hard on these people.
It's so magnified. And it's kind of sad because these aren't famous people, they're not used to a lot of Instagram following or people commenting on their Twitter. Like, they're just regular people. And then they go into this house with no phones, no connection to the outside world. And then they come out and see thousands of comments
think about
them.
your life not being in the public eye, and then you're confident about your looks. Like, people like you for you, and then all of a sudden you come out and everyone thinks you're ugly, you're a troll.
No, it's crazy.
Like, why do guys like you? And she was crying. She was like, I never thought I was ugly, and she started crying. She's like, I've never felt so low in my life.
Oh my God.
And it's really sad. Like, I mean, I don't know if I could handle that. I mean, maybe I could, but like, maybe I can't. You have to have a lot of
thick skin.
Yeah, you gotta have the thickest skin.
Well, it's crazy because these people go in with like 600 followers, right?
Yeah.
They come out with 2 million.
Yeah.
Like, it just, their lives completely change.
I think a lot of the guys in the house are not good. I don't think there's one boy I really like.
Let me tell you something.
Honest.
Men, there's 2 men in the room right now. I'm looking at you guys. Right when you dangle something sparkly and new in front of their faces,
Immediately. Especially in this show.
they're like, I'm turning heads. I've got to crack on with the new bed.
I gotta do me.
I've got to do me.
I have a good
it's
thing
my
that I can
experience
sue,
in the
but
villa.
it's my experience. And a kiss won't mean anything. And a little cuddle and a kiss, whatever.
Do you want
It
to?
means everything.
I mean, it's like, you just had this girl that you professed your love to, and then now there's this cute little bombshell that's entered the villa, and like, where's your girl?
I know. Speaking of cheating,
What?
Emily Ratajkowski and her husband.
The actual F is going on with
the
that?
nanny, apparently?
Emily Ratajkowski gets cheated on. Let me like, Emily Ratajkowski gets cheated on, which is crazy coming out of my mouth, by that bloke with the nanny.
I know. And it's really sad because, you've met her and you said she was really sweet.
So nice. She is such a nice person.
Yeah.
Like, honestly, so sweet. She's one of those people where I met her once, I interviewed her once for this little thing. Years later, thought she would not recognize me, not remember me. She comes up to me at an event saying hello. I'm like, you know what? Not a lot of people will do that.
I know. Okay, why do you think, I have a question. Why do men cheat? Like, really, what's the specific? Is it anything to do with the girl?
Let's ask the boys.
No, but I have a question. Is it more because of the girl, or is it something that they just decide? I mean, from a girl's perspective, I mean, maybe, I don't know. Do you also believe once a cheater, always a cheater? Like, there's so many things, but
I don't know about all that. But I do think in this particular situation, this is my synopsis. I think Emily wears the pants. She's the breadwinner. She's the star of the show in the relationship. He's kind of just like next to her in every photo. Like, no one's really looking at him.
You're dating like the hottest woman in the world. Or married.
I think this was his way of sort of gaining power back, trying to be the dominant one.
Yeah, maybe it's an insecurity thing.
100%.
Yeah.
It's like a power trip thing.
So it honestly has nothing to do with her. It has everything to do with him.
Yeah.
Which is like
and
basically what I was asking.
I also think maybe sometimes, like, when you do bring a newborn into a relationship, I've heard that men sometimes get jealous that the wife is now paying more attention to this baby than you, and it's like, that also plays a dynamic.
I mean, I think it just shifts the whole relationship because it's once you guys were just the two of you focused on each other, and now you bring another
that
being
needs
into
more
house,
attention. Sorry, it will die without my attention. What do you want from me? You wanted this. You put it in me. Now it's too late. Now it's too late. Now you don't want it.
I know.
I mean, it's
just sad. I feel, oh God, I can't imagine. I mean, like, you get sad think about getting cheated on when you're in a relationship for like a year or two, right? Like that, how devastating.
Yeah.
And then think about when you're married with a child. Like, how hard that must be. You think it's hard to...
do you try to work through it? Yeah, because there's a kid involved now. It's so serious.
But that's the question is, like, now you're locked in, like, you're signed a contract here. So it's debating, like, do you want to break that contract and, like, go find someone else, which I think you should. But then, or is it staying for the kid, which I also understand. But I don't know. I don't know. I always think about, like, is that once a cheater, always a cheater
I always
thing?
also think about how I'm pretty convinced Emily Ratajkowski named her baby after my dad.
Yeah, for sure.
His name is Sylvester. Weird name to name someone, first of all. Sylvester. Middle name, Apollo. Apollo Creed. Rocky.
There's, by the way, 1
Weird.
trillion %. There's
Sylvester
no way.
Apollo. Interesting.
Well, if you're a
Just
fan,
saying.
you can come hang out with us.
Yeah, we'll hang out with you.
We'll hang out with you. I mean, we're just like
We'll have
the
a
offspring,
sleepover.
but like, we're still halfway there. But that was really sad. I hated reading that. And I think everyone's like
know.
losing their shit on that. Gaps in the diet should not be ignored. Over 97% of women ages 19 to 50 are not getting enough vitamin D from their diet, and 95% are not getting their recommended daily intake of key omega-3s.
Rituals Essential for Women 18 Plus multivitamin was formulated with research to help fill nutrient gaps in the diets of women ages 18 plus. It is formulated with nutrients to help support brain health, bone health, blood health, and provide antioxidant support.
But Ritual didn't stop there. They invested in gold standard university-led clinical trial to prove the impact of Essential for Women 18 plus multivitamin.
The results, you may ask? Essential for Women 18 plus was shown to increase vitamin D levels by 43% and omega-3 DHA levels by 41% in 12 weeks.
The clinical study was published in leading scientific journal Frontiers in Nutrition.
A published clinical study is a big deal and a serious commitment to first of its kind standard in the industry.
Ritual is committed to third-party testing from USP and the Non-GMO Project, traceable and vegan-friendly ingredients, and always clear communication. No shady stuff.
I personally love taking Ritual's Essential for Women 18 Plus multivitamin because it makes me feel like I'm taking care of myself and I'm on top of my health.
I agree, and I absolutely love that it doesn't hurt my stomach like a lot of multivitamins do. And I love that extra nutrients are supporting the antioxidant help that I've been looking for.
All right, Unwaxers, if you want in on this deal, right now, Ritual is offering our listeners 10% off your first 3 months. Visit ritual.com/unwaxed and turn healthy habits into a ritual.
That's 10% off, you guys. Ritual.com/unwaxed.
Woo!
Oh, do you know why I haven't slept? Okay.
No.
My, right above me, my neighbors, party until
Nice.
4:30 in the morning on a Wednesday.
Well, why don't you go join them instead of being a loser?
No. First off, who parties until 4:30 on a Wednesday work week? So obviously the people above me don't have work the next day because who can just they were drinking, smoking, blasting music, chatting their asses off on the balcony. So I heard every single conversation.
Sophia's in bed at 9 o'clock with her book and her pimple cream. She's like, these stupid kids.
Well, I'm like, first of all, realize that, am I lame for thinking that? I'm like, oh, these kids, but I'm like
Hitting the broom on the ceiling. Quiet down up there.
I definitely did sit out. I opened my door and I kind of sat outside and was just listening to conversations. But I don't know if I could keep that stamina up. I don't know if I've lost it or I just am not
There
like
are
that.
a lot of young people in our building.
Yeah, there is. I just thought that was pretty wild. I don't know who can do that on a Wednesday at 4:30, drinking, smoking. And I don't know, honestly, I think that the noise became a white noise and I fell asleep eventually.
Oh, like ocean sounds.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I wanted to kill you guys because that really just killed my sleep pattern.
Oh, very good.
I had maybe 20 minutes of REM sleep, so thank you very much. I just thought it was way too much.
I wrote this down. I get all of my news on TikTok now. It's kind of embarrassing. But I saw this one question, and I'm going to open it to the floor over here.
So
all right,
dumb.
this is the question. Your wife is in labor, and you're rushing her to the hospital. You get in a cab, and it turns out to be the cash cab. Do you play or not?
On the way to the hospital.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes is no.
Yes. Yes.
Definitely play.
Okay, you can
If you're the husband or if you're the wife?
well, you're both.
You're the
both-
husband.
So your wife is having contractions. She's dying. She's like,
I think if it's
But then it goes,
I think he would be like,
Those
you know
bills
what?
are expensive.
Yes.
Yes, I
Yes.
think he would be like, we should do it, and I think she would look at him and be like, are you fucking
well,
kidding
isn't
me?
the
But
isn't
the
wait,
goal is to get to the end destination
isn't
anyway.
there a
So you have 10
possibility-
blocks to.
isn't there
answer
a
all the
possibility
questions.
that he pulls over and kicks you out of the cash cab if you lose?
Oh my God! If you lose.
So that's the thing, right?
As long as she gets to the hospital.
Yeah, but that's the thing. It's you. So it's either you make it to the hospital with a normal cab. You don't. Well, it's a cash cab. You're playing a
Cash
game.
cab is
By the way,
cutthroat.
it's good for ratings.
Submit to the rules.
Yeah.
The cash cab, if you're playing the game, it's a gamble.
Exactly. So if you're gonna get in the cash cab, you gotta gamble that. It's either you're playing and you might get kicked out if you're not smart enough. So it's really, you have to think, are you smart enough to win to get your wife to the hospital on time?
Can you imagine? Dad would crush it.
Yeah,
he knows every answer on the cash cab.
Yeah, I know.
And Jeopardy. Is that just like an old person thing? Like
I feel like every time I'm in New York, I hope I run into the cash cab. Is that even still on?
No, every time I'm in New York, I swear to God, I look for Billy on the street.
Really? Is he still
want
doing
Billy
that?
Eichner to like run up to me and ask a question.
Like scream in your
for
face.
For $1. Like I want to so badly.
Yeah.
I also really want to be on like Family Feud.
It's really funny when he brings like Will Ferrell and he goes, do you know who this is? And everyone's like, no. How humbling. Like you're so famous and someone's like, I don't know who you are. I think that's so fun. I love the ones with the Christmas.
Another thing I saw on TikTok was this tampon prank that girls were doing to their boyfriends. And so I did it to mine. And this was the funniest
Well, you have to explain.
thing.
So basically, it's a joke that boys don't really understand tampons, right? Like they know about it, they just don't really know what the differences are, the brands, whatever it does, right?
So I go, babe, you have to go into the store. Like, can you just please go pick some up? And he's such a gent. He's like, oh my God, yeah, of course. Like, tell me what to look for. And I was like,
this is so mean.
I said, can you get the coconut flavored tampons? And then he's like, I don't see coconut. I'm like, okay, well, do you find like lemon? Like, I like the lemon lime ones. It's like, this kid was
So he's running around in the
so
aisles looking for lime flavored tampons. This poor boy doesn't know at all what that even means. Like, how do you, but the thing is, if I were him, I probably would have looked at the colors and been like, oh, green means lime, you know, or like yellow means lemon. Because it's regular, super, whatever.
Why don't they have flavored tampons?
Why would you have flavored tampons?
No, but you know how some people like soak their, like some people soak their, but Gabby, some people soak their tampon in like tequila to get drunk. What's the difference?
By the way, I was just thinking about that. Do you guys know that people soak that?
Yeah,
and then
psychopaths. That would burn.
That would hurt. Like, you really have to want to get you have to want to get drunk very badly if you were doing that as a last resort option.
Life hack.
Like, getting into festivals, soak your tampon in tape, and whatever. It's so funny. Okay. I don't think anyone uses Facebook anymore. I only go on it to see which one of my college, high school friends are getting married. And a lot of them are, and a lot of them are under the age of 25, which I'm just like, I'm either aging myself a lot.
Oh my God, am I trying to?
What? What are you doing?
I think I just started a chat with one of your old kisses.
Yeah, that's the point. But don't click it.
Oh, sorry.
You don't click it. It's my chat.
Oh, okay.
Okay. So, so something I did yesterday, and you guys should definitely do this, is go back so far into your Facebook chat rooms. Oh my God, the shit you see in 2009 that you were sending to your crush is so funny. I know mine is, because I'll tell you this. I think I have a little bit of game now. I'm a little bit better with flirting. No, I am. Don't give me that look. I'm goof, I'm dorky, whatever, but like, I'm definitely a bit more cool with things. Stop that, Sistine. Don't give me that face.
I just have a question.
What?
What about you is dorky? Hot girls can't be dorky, Sophia.
You don't think I'm dorky? You literally call me a dork all the time. Mom calls me dorky.
I don't think I've ever called you a dork in your life. You call yourself a dork.
You guys call me like a
what? But what's dorky?
The way I just like dork out about things like books or whatever.
She said dork out.
I don't know. Like I nerd out about things.
I think you're more like goofy.
Yeah, I said, isn't dorky and goofy the same thing?
No,
it's not.
Goofy is like you're saying funny things today or silly.
Oh my God. Okay, fine. Goofy. Sophia's goofy. So I was way goofier. So did not need to even get into that. Whatever.
You are not a dork.
So you're not a dork. You're only goofy. But I really wasn't. I wasn't cool. Like we all know the stories of me having a sty, eating chocolate muffins.
Sty muffin girl.
Sty muffin girl. Flash drive around her neck, writing short stories. We get it. Like had pointed glasses at the end and braces. Like had bangs that were
we got
way
it.
too
We
thick.
called you Ugly Betty. We get it.
We get it. Yeah. So it's just so mean. She's also called me Meg Griffin. So like she's just a bitch. She's evil.
By the way, I think you got your revenge on me the other day because I had a sty.
Yeah.
And Sophia was like, now you're sty horse girl. She's been waiting like 10 years to say that.
And I didn't even stutter when I said that. I was so ready for that moment.
She's like, I've been waiting forever for this moment.
And everyone in the family got psyched except me. So I was like, ha! Like 15 years later, he came back. But I was reading these messages and I was like, oh my God, I'm so embarrassing.
No, they're pretty cringe.
So I found this message and I want to read this. And I want to shout out to my first kiss. I don't know if I should say his name.
Say the first name.
Matt, hi. And this is in 2009.
My first kiss was, I was 17. I was 17. No, don't give me a sympathy.
13. I was 13.
No,
Okay.
it was bad.
So-
I was scared.
This isn't when I had a first kiss. I haven't had my first kiss yet. This was just like in general. So these messages are from 2009. So I'm 13 years old. And, you know, Sophia,
you're
got no
slut.
game. So the first message, I go up and it's 10:09, right? At 6 p.m. I say, if I tell you who I like, you have to tell me first who you like. Ha 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 ha.
Why was the ha-ha so
And then he goes, haha, well, okay, but it's not like I don't really know. It kind of depends. I need to think about it if I'm telling the complete truth.
Sophia,
he sounds
babes,
normal.
He just pied you.
No,
he
by the way,
you.
can I preface this? I had a severe crush on him, so this is already being set up really poorly. But he doesn't answer for like 4 hours. And then I immediately answered. I go, okay, if you tell the honest truth about who you like, I will be honest too. He goes, but I am being totally honest. It really depends. Please tell me. I'm sorry for pressuring you. You don't have to tell me if you don't want to. Just wondering. My fault. And I go, come on.
She's like, say my name, goddammit. What is wrong with you?
Come on, man.
Give me a break.
I say, come on. You have to have someone you like.
Say it again. Ask him one more time.
I thought you were dating Shira.
Breathe.
Wait. Okay. It's so funny. This guy, can I tell you, when I say this ends like a plane crash, it's so embarrassing.
Wait, you have to talk because I can't
It's so
understand
funny.
you.
So, come on. You have to have someone you like. I thought you were dating Shira. If I said anything mean or offensive, and I spelled that so wrong, I'm really sorry. All caps, exclamation point.
If you said anything mean or offensive, I'm really sorry.
No, it gets worse. It gets so much worse. Ready? He goes, haha, no, I'm not into anyone. We broke up a couple weeks ago, so it depends. Just you say it first. I go, wait, ... I know who you like, exclamation point. Me, caps, exclamation point. JK.
Oh,
Then he says, haha, Sophia, he wrote like, haha, Sophia, just tell me, okay, fine, ... I'll tell you. Then it gets radio silent. So I remember in between this, I think I called him and I told him I liked him and he told me that he didn't like me back. So I said,
no.
so this is cut to, so that was 10:10. That was like, whatever.
Oh my God, this is hard to
This is
listen to.
10:24. I write to him. This is so bad. Hey Matt, I know we haven't talked in a while, and I feel like after I told you I liked you, everything was just awkward. I just want to tell you I don't have a crush on you anymore, but I really like you as a BFF. LOL. Yeah, so bye.
What'd he say?
And he never answered.
Sophia,
When I tell
if
you,
I had read this in real time, I would have thrown your computer in the pool
I've
and
never-
stopped this madness.
by the way, that was literally one of so many horrible things. I mean, that was probably the best one out of all of them.
I know I have good ones too, but my
No.
account was deleted.
I know. But I
Fucking Facebook.
really feel bad for Sophia in 2009. She really had no game, did not know how to text like a normal person. She was
That
just
is-
too sweet, but like really wanted him to like, but by the way, guess what? He ended up being my first kiss years later. Ha.
Boom.
Boom. So I guess it worked.
It goes down in the DMs,
literally. Okay, but I just thought those were funny. So if you ever want to just make yourself cry, laugh, and also cringe at yourself,
you know what we
please
should
go
do?
back.
If you have funny messages like that from when you're young on Facebook, submit them in.
Oh, please submit them
to
in.
our unwaxed email that is in our Instagram bio, or DM them to us and we will read them on the show.
Yeah. I
love it.
Actually, that's a really good one. We should call it Down in the DMs. That's our segment. Okay. I know we have a lot of random segments, but that's a good one. Okay.
So another segment Sophia and I used to do all the time was our bedtime story segment. Basically, Sophia and I would share any sort of story, whether it was personal, deep and sad, embarrassing, funny, and we would just
Like, you guys, I don't know if you remember Sistine talking about how 2 of the guys she's made out with had bloody noses on her.
Oh, yeah,
how
that
I
was a good
accidentally
one.
flashed her ex-boyfriend by smashing my boobs in the window, not knowing he was there.
I forgot you did that.
Yeah, that was pretty bad.
You did windshield wipers with your boobs
Yeah,
on
because
glass
you did
in
it
front of my boyfriend.
because you did it first, and you didn't
believe
tell
that
me.
shit?
Yeah, she did it first. Didn't tell me he was in the room, so of course I'm doing
And
it
you
back.
know what? I remember so vividly the rest of that night. He was like,
He couldn't.
he like wouldn't touch me, and I was like, "Do you like her now? What's going on? Like, what's happening?"
Sorry, not sorry. No, but it was really horrible. So those type of bedtime stories. So,
I'm gonna share our bedtime story today. If you guys want your bedtime story read, make sure you go to the email in our unwaxed bio.
Or you go to our reviews and ratings, 5-star, write it there. We'll read it.
Yes.
But, well, also if it's too private and you don't want it to be like public, unless we want to say it,
Let us
send
know.
it to email. And then I also can give you more options of what you want to hear next week from us for our bedtime story if you want to, but we're going to let Sistine kick it off this time.
So, this is a little bit of an embarrassing one for myself. I was at a birthday dinner for my mom a few years ago, and I was told at the dinner that my first boyfriend was recently hit by a bus. And I was like, what? I
how did you not know about
How
this,
did I not
right?
know? I immediately went into shock, and I was told that he was in a coma and he wasn't well. And I was like, what the fuck? I started crying. I was freaking out for him. I was so sad. I didn't know whether I should reach out.
Yeah.
I didn't know if I should text his mom. So for like 3 days, I was spiraling. Like, I did not know what to do. So a few days later, I sat with it. I decided to text his mom. Should I pull it out?
Yeah.
Okay.
While we're really reading just messages today.
I went something along the lines of, I heard about your son, and I'm so sorry, and I'm praying for your family, and this is a really sad and scary time. If you need anything, I'm here for you, all this stuff. She writes back, thank you, sweetie. That was the nicest message ever. I really appreciate your thoughts and your prayers, but I have no idea what you're talking about. And he's fine. He's been fine. He's actually playing his sport right now.
No coma.
No Como.
No bus.
No Lake Como. No Como. No, what is it called? A coma?
That's like Como.
No, not Lake Como.
Coma. Yeah, we've been saying coma this whole
No
time.
pine cone, no any cones, no traffic cones. He was fine. So I feel like a schmuck. Can you imagine if I texted him? And my thought process
So
was,
she was about to like,
I was going to text him, but I was like, he's
in a
out.
coma.
He's in a coma.
Can't read
He's
it.
not going to read it. How fucking embarrassing
by the way,
is
first
that?
of all, whoever told you that is unbelievable for telling you that.
And
without
it
having-
was a very reliable, who I thought trustworthy source.
No, it really was a person you would never expect to just make that up. Also, how do you make that up?
How do you know?
How do you just hear that to the grapevine?
False information and then also drop it casually. So then I respond like, well, that's great news. He's great then. Healthy as a horse.
I can't even imagine being a mom and getting that
you
message.
understand how-
Being like,
Embarrassing that is. She's like, thank you for your prayers. What are you talking about?
we don't really need the prayer. We can pray for his next match.
I just feel like
tonight.
such a schmuck. Like, this is the first time you hear from me in years.
Years, and like the mom really liked you, and it was like the
man.
first time in years that she's ever reached out. I'm glad it wasn't. I mean, imagine being him and getting that message like from your ex going like, "I'm so sorry you got hit by a bus."
He's like,
and
you
were
sent
in a-"
this before a birthday text, you bitch.
Yeah,
like,
literally,
what is
you haven't
this?
texted me for my birthday, but you text me when I'm in like.
Just beyond.
Oh God, so bad. But we're definitely gonna bring that was a good one.
Thank
I don't
you.
think anyone can. I mean, if anyone has something similar, that's so funny.
Well, we have a few options for our next week's bedtime
So
stories.
you guys can tell me which one you want to hear, but there's one. Punching my high school boyfriend in the face on the first date.
Option 1.
Splitting my hood open in first grade.
Eh.
Okay. Sang in front of American Idol producers and choked.
Did you do that?
Yeah. Whoa. I know. And then falling between a refrigerator and a wall after my first kiss with an ex.
I love that story.
That one's a really
when
good
you fell
story.
into a fridge, that was so funny.
It really, when I say it, oh God, and it's just tragic. Sophia,
So tragic.
I have so many endless ones of those. I honestly, those were just like 4 I thought of in 2 seconds.
So to wrap this episode, like we did in the past, we're gonna end it with some unsolicited advice. If you guys want your questions answered, make sure you go to the ratings and review page, leave 5 stars, and then leave your question in the comments. That is the only way we are going to answer it. So here we
I
go.
never take you seriously anymore.
This listener wrote in, my ex said he still wants to get back together, but has a girlfriend. Help. It seems like this listener is in the room. Care to share?
Therapy session?
Sure. Here's the advice I'd
That would be
give to
really
this
funny.
mysterious listener sitting across from me. Well, he wants to get back together, but has a girlfriend.
Your ex has a girlfriend and basically has said everything, but like,
I guess
I want you
the
to be my
first question
girlfriend
would
right now.
be, why does he want to get back together with you? No, why? Not in a mean way, but he has a relationship, right? He's already in one. So honestly, what is the reason for breaking up with someone to get with someone else? Is it because he misses the old ways? Is it because he's not happy in his current one and like you're comfortable? Like finding the intention of why someone wants to leave a relationship to get into another one is very important.
That's actually true because if they're going into it saying like, this is someone that's just always around, like that's not always a good intention. Like
but
you
if
want it
it's
to be
something
like deeper
I
than that.
missed this relationship. You know what? You need to play that song. What's the one that's what is it?
Glimpses of Us.
Glimpse of Us. Play that
sounds
song.
like your soundtrack.
Play
right now.
Glimpse of Us and your answer will be there.
That's like literally the worst advice.
Next question.
Listen to a song. You're fine.
I actually have to say, nearly all of
That's your answer. Glimpse of Us by Joja, whatever his name is.
that's all I got for you. I have to say, all of the
Whip My Hair by Willow Smith.
stop. Most of the questions we got were dating advice questions.
Oh, I love those because
This
we're
one is-
absolutely great at those.
Advice for a girl who's never been on a date. Love you guys. Love you too. All right. Advice for a girl who's never been on a date.
Oh, like what? That's a very that's
got-
a very broad question. Okay.
I'll say this. I remember on my first few dates, I was very nervous and I was always thinking about, I don't know what to say and I don't know what to ask. My best advice is people always love talking about themselves. So just ask a lot of questions. And then he'll leave being like, that was the best date ever. She's so interested in me.
Also, don't put so much energy where you feel like you're taking over the conversation because then that ends up becoming, that's me, where it becomes you actually don't know the person across from you. There's 3 things I wish I did when I was starting to date. It's 1, really be myself immediately on the first date. Like be the goofy, whatever, chatty person I have always been because then you'll know pretty much off the bat whether or not you have a connection with this person. I think not worrying so much about the little details of everything.
Yeah, and don't put pressure on the fact whether they're going to call you again the next day. Because every time you go on a first date, it might not be one that's going to stick, but that's the point of dating.
But the thing about first dates, especially in the first few months, is because you're so new at this, you don't really know what you like or what you don't like yet. So really take this time when you're going on these dates to figure out what you are expecting.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Yeah, because I feel like now that I've been dating since like now high school, I now know exactly what I want for a first
honestly,
date.
do it for yourself just to figure out what you like.
So just figure it out, like date, don't put so much pressure on it, but be aware of what makes you feel happy. Like maybe if you text you the next day, you're like, oh, I like when guys
And I need
do
that.
Or I don't mind if he doesn't call until tomorrow.
Yeah.
Like you'll figure that out the more you go, but just like ease into it. Remember you're learning, everyone's learning, and yeah, you're gonna figure it out.
Good job, so.
Thank you.
All right, here's one that you can answer. What is Sistine's weakness?
What is Sistine's weakness?
I have a few.
Cat videos, like kitten videos. She loves those.
Yes.
Yeah, she loves a good bowl of risotto.
These answers are so random. Risotto and kittens. I thought you were gonna be like a large body of water.
That's what I was gonna say.
Like,
Swimming.
yeah, you don't even know
weakness.
me.
I thought like a good weakness. Like
guess it could be
it makes her
either.
weak in the knees, not like a scary weakness. Oh, what? She can't swim. She's really bad at choosing a hair colorist. She'll dye her hair orange and black and green.
Accidentally.
What else is her? Spiders. She hates spiders. Yeah, she really hates spiders.
Feet.
Yeah, she doesn't like feet. She doesn't like when I hug her. It freaks her out.
That honestly just
Only
made
me.
my stomach
Exactly.
quiver.
Just me though. Just when I.
Sisters?
Yeah, I don't like roller
She doesn't
coasters.
like roller coasters. You like scary movies. I'm just trying to think what other things make you weak.
Next question.
Yeah, I don't know.
Any new book recommendations? I'll leave that to you. Go to favorite book club. That's
Yeah,
where you'll
you'll
get your
find a
answer,
lot
all right?
there. Good Morning Monster is great.
This one's a little triggering. Sistine, were you ever classified as the weird horse girl? How did you handle this?
Yes, I just classified her that a couple of days
You
ago.
know,
But with a sty.
I think horse girls have a really bad rep. Like, they're super weird. They're not.
You are weird.
But they're not weird. They're just...
Sistine's like tries to act cooler than she is. Like, I think I'm, like, you're weird with a lot of things.
Sophia, but being a horse girl is, like, so much cooler than reading books all day. Sorry. You're a book girl. I'm a horse girl.
This is great, okay.
How do I handle it? Just own it, live my life. I don't care.
Yeehaw.
When is it too soon to define the relationship? 2 months of seeing each other. I don't think it's too soon.
I
2
don't
months is
think
a
it's too soon.
long time.
You know
That's
what?
60 days.
It kind of, I'll tell you this. If it hits 3 months and you guys still haven't actually defined what you are,
Dump
then
him.
Dump him.
I'm just kidding. Don't dump him.
No,
but bring it
yes,
up.
but
No, bring it up. Bring it up. Because here's the thing. First month, you're like, okay, I'm still seeing if I like him. Second month, you're like, okay, I'm seeing if I could actually become at least exclusive with him.
Yeah, you
and
should
then if
know
you
that.
hit third month and they're not making things official, then, and you want something official, then if you don't bring it up, or if you do and he doesn't want it, then sayonara.
But you have to live the same way. If you're wanting something to be serious and one-on-one, you got to put that energy into becoming that. You can't be like playing around and be like, what are we? Like, you got to, if you're committed to this person, be committed, stick with it. And if they're not committed, then you go. You know?
This person wrote in, advice on feeling lost.
I'm feeling like just lost in general.
Yeah. I think, you know what, I think everyone goes through a moment feeling that way.
Yeah.
I know I felt that way
I
a few
always
months
feel
ago.
that way.
And when you're in that rut of feeling like, however you define lost, you almost think that you're never going to get out of it and you're never going to feel the way that you once felt, and you're just stuck and no one will understand you. But you're kind of creating these habits and these bad things in your head, allowing yourself to be there. But it's good to remember that it's not permanent. And we
Yeah.
always say this, like, you're going to wake up with a new feeling tomorrow, whether it's worse or better or sadder or happier, it's a new feeling. So it's not going to be consistent.
But the one advice I can give you, if you're consistently lost and you feel like there hasn't been a change, you got to do something in your own life that is different.
Yeah,
and
it's not
change
gonna
it up.
get better.
You can't,
Yeah.
like, think about it. If you're drawing a straight line and it's not going up, it's not going down, and it's just still the same, you gotta like knock that curve. You gotta make something happen where even if it makes you happy for 2 hours, even if it's just taking a walk on the beach, just something like that. You know, I just think that's important when you're feeling lost, is to find something to do.
I agree.
Change it up.
This person wrote, what to wear on a first date? First
Well-
or second date? There's actually a science to this. There's a science.
If you're a
to
girl,
this.
guys love, like, honestly, what guys wear, like sundresses, long.
It is sundress season.
Yeah,
Yep.
if you're wearing for summer, I think that's pretty and girly. But if you like jeans, wear jeans. I don't know. I honestly, what? It's like, do you?
Here's what I like to do.
Don't wear. Don't wear sweatpants.
Here's
Don't
what
wear
I like
pajamas.
to do.
Like,
I like to look classy, but also a little sexy. See, if you're wearing top and bottom sexy, too much. We're not going to the club.
Yeah, you have to have
If
one or
you're
the
wearing
other.
classy on the top and bottom, you look like a nun.
Mm-hmm.
So I would wear a long pencil skirt with perhaps a crop top or some sort of V-neck bodysuit. Or I'll do a turtleneck with a short little leather skirt.
yeah,
Switch it up.
I'm like that too. Like, I love a good
Yeah.
dress that I can, like,
You need
maybe
balance.
my décolleté is showing, but it's like long dress, so it's not like very seductive, but it's girly and
Long
flirty.
dress is always just so good.
They hit. I'm
Yeah,
telling you,
it's
they
so
hit.
good. Let's see. Last question. Advice for jealousy in a friends with benefits situation.
Oh,
Friends with benefits does not work. It's not real. The
Yeah.
movie with Justin Timberlake and Mila Kunis.
they ended up dating,
It's a lie because they
and
ended
they
up
ended up
together.
getting jealous.
And that's exactly the point. they're gonna act like one person or both parties in a friends with benefits situation is gonna act like they don't care and they don't want a relationship or they're never gonna be jealous, but someone always catches feelings.
I'll tell you this. This is my recommendation. Watch No Strings Attached, and you're going to get your answer. What do? You don't do it.
Here's the thing. When you're having sex with someone, it's not just physical. A lot of emotional, mental goes into it. And all of your hormones are going up and your endorphins are raised and you're feeling euphoric.
Yeah.
And then you're associating that feeling with liking that person because now you're comfortable with them in an intimate way. So then you're going to be like, oh, wait, in your head, what would it look like if we were together? And then you start liking them. And then the guy or the girl starts dating someone else and they'll be just, it just doesn't
but
work.
how about this? And to rewind, and just in case some people are out there going like, I can handle it, blah, blah, blah.
Good for you.
You have to know yourself, and you know yourself. If you can handle a friends with benefits situation, and you know that you won't get jealous, and you're not that type truly at your heart of hearts, and be really look yourself in the mirror and be like, I don't catch feelings that often, then do it. But if you are someone like me, I can't do casual dating. I've never been that way. I will catch feelings quickly.
Go on.
Yeah, I know. No, I'm just saying, just be honest with yourself. If you know you're gonna catch feelings, don't do that stuff because you're only gonna get hurt in the end. And the more you get hurt, the more trust issues you have. And you don't wanna go through life with a ton of trust issues. It's really hard to recover from that, so.
No, you don't. And that, I think, wraps
I
it.
loved this episode. I love sister episodes. This is
Go
great.
sister.
Yeah. Okay. Well, you guys remember, give us a 5-star rating and review
By the
on
way-
Wax Podcast because we do read those.
We did hit 5 stars. There was a 1 star saying we talk over each other. Then leave. Peace out. You don't have to be here. All right? This is the way we work. All right, we
We're
talk
chatty.
a lot. We're chatty. Pipe it.
Okay.
5 stars.
5 stars only. If anything less, we're gonna find you.
We're gonna kill you. We'll see you next Tuesday.
Bye.